Okay, we're in segment 3 now, folks. We're going to talk about some sources that you can use if you want to be a lifelong learner. For me, like, honestly, the last big thing I did was I got my master's degree in instructional technology, and I just did that through a university. Well, I was living in the States. The university's in the States, but I was living abroad. So that was pretty convenient. The only thing that wasn't quite convenient was the time zones. So if I had to meet with people talk to my classmates or talk to my professor, they're in America mostly. So that sometimes I had to wake up like at 5 o'clock in the morning to talk to them or something. But whatever, it was okay. Like I was able to advance in my career and get a raise and all this other stuff. Like I get paid more. Like when I teach, I get paid more now. When I get a job, and now I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm working. I'm running this online tutoring company. So, but I think if I didn't have my master's degree, I wouldn't have been able to get this job. So, it's worth it. But at the same time, like now that I'm doing a more business-oriented work, I constantly searching like, how can I, even if I just watch YouTube to learn something, I learn pretty quickly. Or even if I ask ChatGPT a question and it gives me the answer, I don't just like, let's just say it's better than Googling something. It gives me a full list of something and I can study it and I can pick up on it right away. So there's a spectrum of learning. Like you can take full-on courses and get qualification, but if there's stuff you need to know in the minute, technology is really helping us figure it out. Yeah. So I mentioned going to university as a tool, as a resource. If you have the cash, you can afford it. It works for you. But if you don't have the cash, you can literally just Google something or use a chatbot or look at YouTube. What about you guys? What resources are you aware of that people can use for lifelong learning?
I think that it's LinkedIn Learning because I create a LinkedIn account to apply for a position, but then I find that LinkedIn has many of the courses that we can take, that we can enroll and we can learn something there, and especially we can receive certificate for our learning process.
From LinkedIn?
Yeah, from LinkedIn.
So let me get this straight because I've never used it. Like I have a LinkedIn account, but I don't have much information there. So I think because in LinkedIn you can write what skills you already have.
Yes.
And then you can write like what job you want or something.
Yes, that's right.
And then it can tell you you don't have this skill, so take this course. Something like that.
Yes, it will list a lot of courses, and we can choose what is the benefit for us. And we have many connections, like we call people on their connections. So we can chat with them or we can connect with them in real person. So I think it's cool.
So did you actually do any courses on LinkedIn?
Yeah, but long time ago.
But is it only, I guess my question is, how valuable is that course? Like when you apply for the job, is the person who hiring you going to be like, oh, wow, you took a course in LinkedIn, good job? Or are they going to say, like, how are they going to think about it?
So, because back at the pandemic time, I was still a student and I want to experience new things, but that time we cannot go and experience new things. So there's a lot of option there, and I choose LinkedIn. I learn on there, and I have a certificate. I put it in my CV or my LinkedIn account, and when I apply for a tutor job, they can see the list that I'm not free at that time. I try to learn new things. I try to use my time useful, and I can have more skill and more knowledge in the field that I am applying to. So it's like a proof for the higher manager.
They approve it. Okay, that was my basic question. Do they recognize it?
They recognize it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
But like we were saying before, though, even if sometimes it depends on your attitude. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't matter to you if anybody else recognizes it, and it's all about like what you learn and what you believe you learn from it. That's good too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So LinkedIn sounds pretty useful though, especially if you're really focused on the job, if you really need a job.
I mean, another platform which is similar to LinkedIn, but is Coursera. So basically, it provides you with many different. It could be called a certificate, and it could be put in your CV in LinkedIn. So I study psychology and science of happiness.
Science of happiness?
Yeah. I had serious problem when I finished my first degree. I was lost then. So I decided to learn something to balance myself.
Okay.
So, and yeah, the result is now I'm mentally stable and I have two certificates for myself to put in my CV.
Okay.
Which is very nice.
But when I started to search some about like using AI or using H5P. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a educational tech tool, like kind of like coding. But they have Coursera has courses linked to different companies like Google or like different universities. I think they had some from like Harvard or Yale or whatever. And you can take it, but they have different options. They have like a free option.
And the paid one.
Yeah, the free and the paid.
The free one is only knowledge, but the paid one will give you a certificate.
Yeah. So it's like if you don't care about the certificate, you can just take it and learn, and who cares? But if you really need a job and you really want to boost your CV, if you don't have a lot of certifications already, then it's good. It's good to make sure that you get the. But it's the one that I was going to take was only about $50.
The one I took is supposed to be like $50 each, but during the COVID pandemic, it was free.
Oh, that's cool.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Missed that.
You didn't take advantage of the offer.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, ethos.com 30% off to enroll in the course.
The early birds get the worm.
Yeah, the early bird gets the worm. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
Another source which is quite underestimated by most of Vietnamese is the community college, or here we call it the vocational center. So when I was studying driving car there, I saw that they offer also like fish keeping or maybe agriculture courses, and I was a aquarium hobbyist, so I decided to took my hobby serious by taking the course about how to keeping the fish alive.
Oh wow!
Keeping fish is very good, but seeing them die is
very sad. Yeah.
Yes, but not very pleasant. So I decided to learn how to keep my fish the best, like give them the best living environment. And and it also gives you a certificate. They said, okay, I complete the course of fish keeping 101.
Oh, that's really cool. And what's the prices like for that? How much?
2 million for a 3 months course.
Vietnam dong.
Yes, 2 million.
$2 million. So 2 million dong for 3-month courses?
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cheap. Yeah. And then you get to learn a valuable skill.
And they give you fish after that.
They give you a fish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
So you have a buddy.
Yes.
I need to take one about keeping the plants. Because the plants in my apartment is all dying.
Okay.
They also offer agricultural learning also. You should try.
Yeah.
And I think university like to attend workshop and attend many online webinar. So I think that the source that I often look for workshop is whitebox.vn.
Oh.
You know that one?
Oh yeah. I've heard of it.
Yeah. So I just tell my friend to click on this website, and there will be a list of workshop or list of like event that you can enroll if you want. Many options. It's just like you want to attend some of the community, attend some of the workshop, you can look for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So we have some really great resources, and I think we're ready to move on to the 4th segment, which is the barriers that people have when they're trying to study.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're on to segment 4. My, how time flies. I know you guys having a good time. I'm having a really good time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Break time.
great time. Oh, good. All right, so the last segment of today, we're talking about barriers that people have to developing life, or to being lifelong learners. What are some barriers people face when they're doing that? We kind of discussed it a little bit already. Kayla had a great example. Do you remember what your example was?
Yes, I say that many of my friends, when they graduate, when they have a job, and when they have enough experience, they don't want to be a beginner learner again.
They don't want to be a beginner again.
Yeah,
And it's related to
mindset.
the mindset.
Like because we think that we have enough, we learn enough. We learn 4 years in the university is enough, and we learn 12 years all our life, and that's enough too. So when adapting to new things, they say that, oh, why do I need to start again? I need to be in higher position, not starting to learn again. Who's gonna teach me? Who's gonna have that ability? We sometimes have that mindset because we don't want to change our perspective, or we don't want to change the things that we just experienced already. We think that we are already know about it. So sometimes it's lack of like adapting to new things.
You know, honestly, for me, if I meet somebody who acts like they know everything and tells me everything that I need to do, I try to run away from that person.
Yes.
I swear, like I can't. I automatically think like, okay, like anybody who acts like that, they're too close. Their mind is too close for me to be like friendly with, or it's like they kind of like controlling.
Yes,
They
that's
think
right.
that their way is the best.
Yes.
Yes, and hard to expressing our idea to them.
Yeah,
Because everything. Yeah.
they already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they think that do my way.
Yep.
All like that. I have certificate.
Yeah.
I have experience. I have.
older than you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
older than you. I have degree in this field, so it's hard to work with them.
I had a hard time when I was younger. I had a hard time. Ooh, we got some. Yeah, it was the beauty of being outdoors.
No.
We get to-
Anything can happen.
We get to hear everything, folks. Okay.
Okay, close.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I had a hard time with people not accepting the ideas of the younger generation. And as a teacher, I begin the year, or every year, telling my students that they are smarter than I am,
Yes.
because I know you guys are smarter than me. So it's just my job as a teacher is to make sure that you get to show me how much smarter than you are than I am. Because I know when I was your age, I was smarter than my teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the mentality of the teacher most of the time is like you're saying is like, no, I'm here and you're here.
That's why I teach you.
Yeah, that's why I teach you. But it's not, I mean, as educators, it's important to understand that no, every day you can learn something from your student. It's very important.
It's like both way.
Yeah, it goes both ways. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. So one of the biggest barriers is the mindset. That's one of the biggest barriers to lifelong learning. There's also not being able to make the decision. We're going back to soft skills.
Yeah.
Decision making. Like, I don't know which course to take.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm interested in.
Too
I'm
many
afraid,
options.
maybe afraid, or maybe just confused. Like,
I'm afraid to be a beginner.
Yeah.
I don't know what will this course bring me.
Is it worth my time?
Yes.
So I think my advice would be just go for it.
Just do it.
Just try one and go for it and finish it regardless.
To see that what have you done right and what have you done wrong.
Test yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what can you actually do?
Like a draft.
Yes. Yeah. Figure out. There's so many things you can learn about managing your time. Like, was I tired during my course? Like, can I still do my course even though I have a job? Like, how did I blend my responsibilities? Was I still be able to cook for myself, or do I have to take more time to go out to eat? Like, there's little things that you can learn about about yourself and about your life, managing your time when you study something else.
Challenging yourself.
Challenging. Challenging
that's
yourself.
the point of learning. So you study something new, you apply it. Maybe you fail, but you see that okay, what did I did right and what I did not so good, so that we can improve the place that you need to improve.
And you can set a goal
Yes.
for next time.
Learn from the mistake.
Learn from the mistake. I love everything you guys are saying, and I think this is a perfect time to close out the podcast.
Yes.
And then I think the best way to close out the podcast is to give an open-ended question to our viewers. We want to know, what are you doing to improve your learning? Like, what skills are you learning on your own, and what skills are you learning or planning to learn in the near future? In the comments, tell us about what we're interested. We want to know what people are doing. So please let us know. And on behalf of Kayla and Kwa, IMG Learning, I'm Dustin, and I want to say thank you for watching and hope to see you soon in the next time.
Okay.
Bye.